Scarpins Avenue.
Dan and Ran and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-hosts Arm and Dan. Benders, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits, the funny hits, and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population Jeselnik. Anthony Jeselnik, welcome
He's
to the show.
with us.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Welcome. So nice to have you.
It's good to be back. I mean, I did the last one. What was it called? Scarborough Country?
Yeah, and now we're
Sports-ish.
this sportsish, but this is really all about, and I really want your opinion on this. Do you feel like the world's getting dumber? Or do you feel like dumber is just there's more of a spotlight on it, or we've always been this dumb and now we're just seeing more of it?
I think it's always been very, very dumb. I think in some ways it's smarter, but I think the dumb people have a platform.
There you
Yes.
go.
To do it. I want to say right off the top, I know we've been talking about doing this podcast together for a while, almost like a year. We've been trying to book me.
It has been a while.
And I got to be honest with you guys, I was kind of putting it off a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna make you feel like I don't want to insult you guys.
I feel a compliment coming on.
But I was waiting for Valentine's Day.
Oh, thanks.
Like I thought if we can get in on the 14th.
Why is that insulting? I'll take that as, I feel like there's a lot of love in the room. And we did it. We're recording this on, it's not going to drop on Valentine's Day, but we're recording.
But people will know.
People will know.
They'll be like, why is Anthony with the Sklar Brothers? I'm like,
It's Valentine's Day.
Because there's
special
love.
day.
There's
special day.
This is actually all I'm doing for Valentine's Day.
Really?
This is it?
Yeah.
This is it?
That's
Being
so
single on Valentine's Day is the fucking best. I
Is
didn't
it?
know it was Valentine's Day.
That's right. To you, it's like when we were in New York and the Yankees won the World Series, and then we went down into the East Village.
to do like spots in the.
You know what it
all
was in the
spots.
East Village? Fucking Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who cares?
Yeah.
You got guys going like, I can die now because Jeter. Everybody
LA's
down
like
the
that. When I lived downtown and the Kings were in the Stanley Cup final, nobody in downtown even knew that was happening 4 blocks away.
Well,
Yeah.
this is what I thought about the Kings, and not to get too deeply into a sports discussion because people don't like sports who will listen to this, but the LA Kings fans are there's 20,000 of them in
that's
LA.
what Al Michaels
And they're
said.
in the
All
building.
they're in the building.
Al Michaels said they have a great fan base and all of them fit in the Staples
They're all
Center.
here.
I'm going to a game next week. Whenever the Penguins come to town, I go see the Kings. And now
Pittsburgh guy.
tickets are very cheap.
Very cheap.
Look at that.
Because they're terrible. All right, well, let's get into it because here's how this show works, as I'm sure you've listened to the entire catalog.
Yeah.
I love listening to podcasts.
Yeah, don't you love listening to other comedy podcasts? I just love rifling through them. We get dumb stories sent to us from our awesome fans, and then we're just going to talk about it. So
Dan breaks them down. Dan's barely seen them. We've
Yeah.
not seen them.
No.
Yeah.
Anthony has not had access to
I don't
these
talk
stories.
to anybody.
No,
So,
it's not
or
perfect.
read. So you'll read the story and then we just comment?
We'll break it down.
Yeah,
It's like
or do
we
they
always
ask for
say
advice?
it's that time in a writer's room before any work gets done where somebody's like, did you hear about that fucking dude? And then you just talk about that for a
So
while.
here we go.
That's it.
So we're gossiping.
Yeah.
Essentially,
About
Or
people
about
we
the
don't
news.
know.
Right.
or
if it inspires you to tell a story from your life, if it reminds you of anything, please.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Sent in by Liz Haggerty at Liz Haggerty.
Thank you.
Spelled like it sounds. Headline is also this: Colorado man repeatedly caught trying to steal cars.
So
Stop. Eventually stop.
yeah, catch me once, shame on me.
Right.
Catch me.
Have you ever
twice,
done
shame on
something
you.
where you did it once and got in trouble for it and then just kept going back to the well?
No.
Have
I
you?
mean, everything I've ever done in my life. Yeah.
don't
always-
say that.
I'm fascinated by people who think they're getting away with it. You know what I mean? You like you steal one car and you're like, oh, I did it. I can steal cars forever. And then they're like, we've been watching you the whole time. We
Right.
know about all 20 cars.
Right.
I think that's
So
fun.
that is then you kind of think, all right, I kind of like the cops that they gave a guy like a 15 car sort
See
of
how many-
leeway.
yeah, gave him like a
And
him
he's
a
like, I'm
cushion.
clear. I can keep doing this forever.
Stop him
Yeah.
at 17. Let him get to 20.
Once you get caught, don't
Round
you
him out.
downgrade? Like, let me just go back to like packs of gum. Like, I
Sure.
don't need to be stealing a car all the time.
Like-
if the steal is the thrill, do on a small
You guys
thing.
stole in
Car.
Israel, right?
When we were in Israel, we
stole
stole
bulk food.
bulk food from a supermarket, and just periodically. And then a guy followed me in the store and started kicking at the backs of my heels.
Yeah, these guys don't mess around.
I was like, "What?"
Like you
Because
were
everyone was in the army, and everyone can claim that they were in like Israeli secret service,
Like Mossad.
So the guy working security at your supermarket definitely
super
has
soul.
he's shot somebody at some point.
So they don't wait until you like leave the store because it's not a crime until you leave.
Right.
Like, you might just be like, "This is in my pocket."
But
now,
it is
I'm
a
gonna pay
crime.
for
It is a crime before you leave because we're consuming it.
You're
It's bulk
eating
food.
it.
I'm eating it as I'm walking around the store and shopping.
Gotcha.
Great move.
My first job in LA was working at a Borders Books and Music and on La Cienega, which had long been closed.
Yes,
And I was
know the
loss
one.
prevention. Like
too.
everyone who worked there had
Yeah.
normal clothes on.
Yep. I
and
did
a name
this
tag,
at a department store in Chicago.
but I had to wear a black polo shirt that said loss prevention. I'm like, guys, shouldn't that be
I should be-
incognito?
right. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me wear my
Yeah,
clothes.
we were incognito.
Yeah.
And we couldn't stop anyone until they could be wearing 3 pairs of jeans. And until they hit that door, you could be like, that's how they decide to carry those around.
They not only that, they did not want you to stop anyone. Like if you saw someone steal, you had to just let them go. I was just there just for corporate to say we have loss prevention, but I wasn't supposed to stop anyone or even look for people. I was supposed to help people find books, and I'm like, this is so weird. But I got paid $1 more than everyone else, so
That's
all the
good.
other employees hated me.
Right. Of course.
and I did not have to work the register, which was the worst job.
Yeah.
By the way,
But
that's
3
not why.
months in, I
That's
got
not why
fired.
they hated you. There are other reasons.
I'm sure, but I made it
How
3
long
months.
did you have
job.
that? 3?
So, wait,
3.
best or worst job in the world? Because you really aren't doing anything, and you're just getting paid to.
It was great because it was my first job, and I was like so broke until I got it. But I've been fired from every job I've ever had, in a good way. In that, like, if I didn't, I'd still be working at some terrible job.
Yeah.
But as soon as I check out mentally, everybody knows.
yeah, they know it.
Everyone.
Did you try and stop somebody and they fired you?
No, but I like watched the guy run out with a book and like get in the car and leave, and I was like, hey, and they were like, we don't care. Like, don't even write a report.
Don't
This
even
industry's
say
dying.
hey.
We're
Don't
listening.
even
Yeah.
say hey.
Yeah, this
One
whole
t-
chain's going down.
One time they accused me of stealing something.
No.
I was
No.
like, guys,
Look at the shirt, guys.
Yeah, like there was a the Strokes' first album had come out, and there was a
That would have been
something to
theft
steal.
worthy.
there was an alternate cover they didn't have in America of like a naked woman with like a glove like on her ass.
Yes.
And I was always like looking at it. I was like, this is so cool, and I couldn't afford it at the time.
Sure.
And then one day it went missing, and they were like, Anthony, we know you took it. And I'm like, guys, I'm not that dumb that I would steal the one thing that I look at in the store.
Right.
That
you steal
wasn't
it?
me. No.
Okay, good.
No, I did not.
All right, so this guy's stealing cars.
Yeah, here we go. Colorado man who authorities say was caught trying to steal multiple cars in recent weeks admitted to deputies that he, quote, sucks at stealing cars. Todd Sheldon was caught by a homeowner.
I love that that's his admission.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I'm going to do it. There's nothing I can do about that.
Right.
I'm just bad at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Can someone teach me how to get better at this so we can save everyone?
Is that
some
how
time?
this works?
Yeah.
You guys show me how to do it the right way, how to avoid.
Coach me up. Coach me up.
Todd Sheldon was caught by a homeowner trying to break into a car in South Jefferson. Everybody's catching him doing it. Earlier this month, CBS Denver reported. The homeowner alerted the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, but Sheldon had escaped before deputies arrived on the scene.
So he's pretty good at it.
The sheriff's office wrote in a post on Facebook, because that's where all cops work now, is on
That's
Facebook.
now cops and
Every
your uncle.
police department tells you what's going on Facebook. The homeowner then called us, but the man escaped before we arrived. That's what the post says. Don't worry, we found him just down the street trying to break into another vehicle.
Don't worry. Like you were worried.
So he's like, is he breaking in and then hoping their keys in the visor, or was he hot wiring a car? Because if you can hot wire a car, especially in we're in the future now, guys, then I think you deserve the car.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, because I bet the cutoff is probably like 2009.
So,
for
but
being
what
able
about
to hot
the
wire a
idea-
car? Like new cars, you can't hot wire.
So what about the idea of if the keys are close enough to it, if it's a keyless entry, you can press the button and just start it.
Everyone I know has their spare set in the glove compartment.
No.
You know what I mean? So
Why?
that you can get in and just push the button, and they forget, and then they lose their keys, and they're like, oh, it's actually just sitting in there. Then anyone can take my car at any time.
At
Any time.
I never even thought about that.
Jeez. Maybe this guy knows.
When the deputies approached Sheldon, they saw him, quote, actively trying to break into a truck. A coat hanger? I have no idea. The sheriff's office said Sheldon even admitted to deputies what he was trying to do. Quote, I can't. I'm trying to break into this truck.
If you forgot your keys and you're in your car, you have to get into it. It looks like you're trying to break into your car. That's the first thing you tell anybody who's looking on. This is my car.
Right.
I actually
Lock the keys
I locked my
inside.
key.
But that was imagine that. The cops are like, hey, man, what are you doing? You come over here. I can't. I'm trying to break into this truck. That's
Oh,
not
I'm
the
so
right
bad
answer
at
either.
this.
Like, give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. You guys do whatever you doing. Let me finish this.
Yeah.
Look, everybody do their job here.
Right. Sheldon was taken into custody, booked into jail, and later bonded out. Unfortunately, the story doesn't end there.
Who the hell
sheriff's office
bonds
said.
out? He tried to steal a car on his way out.
Last week, deputies responded to a report of a man breaking into a car. When they arrived on the scene, they found the suspect was again Sheldon trying to break into a vehicle.
This
time,
is young Sheldon.
Okay. This time, Sheldon admitted that perhaps he wasn't particularly good at stealing vehicles. Quote, "I really suck at this," he told a deputy, the sheriff's office said.
I feel bad for him.
He has bad confidence.
Right, that's the thing.
It's, like, it's a confidence issue.
But that sounds like an addiction thing. You know, when someone's like an addict and they're like, yeah, I know I missed work, but I relapsed. And you're like, just because you're honest doesn't mean it's okay.
Exactly.
You know, like we don't have sympathy for you.
Just because you admitted it.
Officer,
Yeah.
can I be straight with you? I'm just bad at it.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I know.
Okay,
We've
but you
caught
still
you
did it.
3 times.
Right.
In his brain, he's like, they're gonna go easy on me.
Right.
We're all bad at something.
We're level with them.
Yeah, let
Let me reveal a piece of myself here. I'm bad at this.
I really suck at this, he told the deputy. They say perseverance is a good thing, but that's not always true, the sheriff's office quipped. We share this story.
By the way, can we stop making jokes as a sheriff's? Like, no one's asking you to make jokes.
And you're
Sheriff,
not
on
good at it.
Facebook, Sheriff's Department.
Yeah, we don't like the cops making jokes.
We don't like it.
we share this story in part because of its uniqueness, but also remind folks to lock their cars and call us to report suspicious activity.
As a cop, you cannot make a joke because someone always is going to be like, "You guys choked a guy to death, right?" Last
Remember when you did that?
You can't.
Remember when you were on Eric Garner's back?
Yeah.
Make another Facebook joke. You
Are
fucking
people
assholes.
responding on police office Twitter and Facebook posts with like "stay in your lane," "stick to arresting people," like comics get with politics and things like that? Like,
Stay in
I don't
your
want to
lane.
hear your jokes. Just go arrest someone.
Yeah.
Do an illegal pat down.
I feel like that's a bad move. Like, you know how like if you're in college and you hate your professor and you're bombing the class, but they give you the anonymous survey at the end. I would always give them all 10s because I'm like, maybe they know it's me and maybe that helps me in the end.
That's
you know,
right.
It doesn't behoove you to give them 1s.
I get it on if I'm on a call with a customer service and they're like, "Do you want to take the survey afterwards?" I'm always like, "Yep." Because if you say no, I feel like they're going to send you to a different call center with shittier people.
Oh, before you handle your
yeah,
ordeal.
Yes.
before you handle,
And then
I'm
you
like,
hang up on the
then you hang
thing.
up
Then
on
you
the-
don't actually take the
don't
survey.
do
You
it,
just
but-
say yes, of course.
I
love
feel
to
like
take
if
the
you
survey.
say no, I don't want to do it, they're going to be like, "All right, give him to Cheryl."
And Anthony, you're
Yeah,
right, because
terrible.
if you're in a small town and you get pulled over and that cop's like, "Didn't like my joke, huh?"
Yeah, like, what's up, Facebook? Yeah. You're like, oh, man. I should not.
No.
So should I just write you the ticket or definitely don't tell you any jokes? You're like, "No, feel free, any jokes."
Hey, I got one for you. That's
Right.
going to be like the cop. I got one for you.
Right.
It's you getting fingerprinted.
Yeah. Guy drives into a median.
The Facebook post from Sheriff's Office attracted hundreds of reactions. Big day over on the Facebook page for the
Jeez.
cops. With members of the community marveling at the story. "Stupid is as stupid does," Mark Fisher commented. Mark has nothing to
Shut
do
up,
with this
Mark.
story at all.
By the way, who is going on to the police Facebook page and being like, "I got to weigh in on this"?
Who's writing an article where they feel like they need to include Facebook comments in the actual article?
Colleen, come in here. I'm in the paper.
Colleen, what did you write on that post?
Who comments
I
on
said-
anything?
I said
There you
it's
go.
on anything
there you go.
ever.
Yeah.
Stupid is as stupid does. That's what I said. You know, it just came off the top.
Yeah.
He's trying too hard to be a car thief, Stacy Hoffman added. Stacy and Mark, go do something else. Sarah Silverman said, "My favorite thing ever." She goes, "No one whose opinion I respect has ever commented on a YouTube video."
Nope.
Yeah.
Never. Not one.
Anyone I would ever take advice from about comedy has never commented on.
I
a
can
YouTube
say that
video.
I can agree with that with such confidence and tell you that I haven't read more than like 5 comments on a YouTube thing. I guarantee you.
let alone post.
It's funny. I used to never read anything. Like in the beginning, when you first start out and they start commenting, you're like, "Oh, this is like the only feedback I'm getting. I want to see it." And then you realize that everything's the same, whether it's negative or positive.
Right.
But recently, I was just like went down a rabbit hole where I'm like looking for things to write jokes about. So I'm looking at. I was on a podcast where there was on video, and I'm looking at the comments, and my favorite one was, and it's clearly like someone who doesn't like something that you said, so they try to pick on you for something else.
Exactly.
And they go, "Look at this douchebag wearing a watch. How pretentious is that?
Who wants to know what time it is?
Yeah, they go, who doesn't know what time it is? And I was like, this is the funniest comment
great.
I've ever seen in my
That's
life.
great.
Like, it's so
Clearly,
good.
you don't know what time it is.
Dumb watch wearer.
Yeah.
That's good.
Who wears a watch?
The
Jesus,
sheriff's
watch-wearing
office added
motherfucker.
that Sheldon is currently in jail, and they're, quote, hoping he takes advantage of the counseling and educational opportunities we offer him for his future endeavors, which is the best part of this story.
Yeah.
Kudos for them for actually offering things
Counseling.
to people to be like, you can do something else with your life.
Why don't they just buy him a car?
Exactly.
Take all the taxpayer money that you're using to
on
chase this
counseling
guy.
and on the other
Go to
hand.
CarMax and just get him the
Right.
cheapest one.
Get him
and be
11.
Like, "Here you
Give
go,
a man a car, he'll drive forever.
Exactly.
Or teach him
Teach a man how to steal a car. No, wait, that's where.
Online.
I love how
Go ahead.
fun they make jail seem like.
Yeah,
We're going to get counseling.
educational
It's gonna be educate. It's
opportunities.
fun.
You ever been to jail?
You
No,
turned
you-
down.
You been in jail?
I went to.
You should do a special.
I was in.
jail.
I got a story for you.
Okay.
You should get arrested and then do your special in the jail with.
When I went to college in New Orleans, I got arrested once for riding on top of a station wagon at 4 a.m.
Where were you, Tulane?
Yes.
Okay.
And, which is thank God, because every time I say I went to college in New Orleans, they guess Tulane, and if the answer was no, you got to be like, oh,
Where did he
Loyola,
go?
New
Yeah.
Orleans State.
Xavier, like it just you keep going down. It's like thank God it's Tulane. I got arrested. I went to the drunk tank, and 5 of my friends had gotten arrested earlier in the night, and were in there, and we had the time of our lives. And then 2 weeks later, I got arrested for breaking into a fraternity house to steal their foosball table. And
I
there was
like that.
none
I
of our
like that.
friends were in jail.
No,
and
and
it was the worst. I was like, I'll never do this again.
Of course.
Yeah.
Total different.
It was the
feeling.
after bar the first time you went.
Yes.
Right.
And this was just.
This was just like we're
Jail.
tired and we're not drunk enough to enjoy this.
That
Are
would be
you-
weird for the cop who like arrests you the first time and takes you in, being like, "You're
you're
ready,
learn your
ready for a
lesson."
wake up call now," and you walk up, you're like, "Guys!"
Yay.
There's nothing weirder than walking to a drunk tank and you're keeping your eyes down. And you just hear Jeselnik. Like, holy shit!
How do
What
people
was the story
know
about
me
doing a
here?
special in a prison?
I know. I went to. I'm friends with Queens of the Stone Age, and they were doing a show at San Quentin State Penitentiary, and they're like, "Do you want to open for us?" I told the story on Kimmel. It's like a 10-minute story, but I get there, and they kept asking my manager, like, "Where's the set list? Like, we have rules," and the rules were like nothing I could follow. Every one of my jokes violates the rule,
of
course.
But she kept putting
Inciting
them off.
violence.
And then I got there, and the warden like got in my face, trying to intimidate me to like so I would step down.
She was
But I've
scaring you
already
straight.
But I've already made the flight there. That I'm pissed. I'm like, if you had told me yesterday, I wouldn't have come here. And I
Right.
would have been fine with it.
I'm not doing
But now
it.
that I'm here, I'm furious.
Right.
And I'm gonna do everything in my power to fuck with you. And I
You're
did.
like,
it.
I've been arrested twice.
Yeah.
So you're not going to scare
You don't
me.
scare
New
me.
Orleans.
So you
Yeah.
did your set?
I went up and I said, I was like, let me just introduce the band. You know, at least let me do that. And he was like physically threatening me. Like I was like, what do you want to do now that I'm here at your prison?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, I'm not scared of you at all. And I was like, motherfucker. Like,
what?
why did you have to
That's
say
not
that
even the
to
question.
me? Yeah.
Why are you wearing a watch?
And he, and I get on stage and I say, they introduce me as a very nice young man, Anthony.
Oh, thanks for getting all my credits right.
There's your
And they're
album
cat
title.
calling me. The prisoners are cat
course.
calling me as I walk on stage. I grab the mic and I'm pissed and I go, guys, I'm a famous comedian. My name's Anthony Jeselnik. I've been doing this for 17 years. And if you haven't heard of me, you must have done something pretty fucked up. And the place goes nuts. They cut my mic immediately and just like got the fuck out of there. And then the band played for an hour and it was great. And then we just like ran.
Of course.
Like, we've got to go before they keep us here.
Online record show he remains in custody, $25,000 bond. Can't float that one. He's facing numerous charges, including aggravated motor vehicle theft, criminal trespass, burglary, menacing deadly weapon displayed, and criminal mischief, which is the friendliest of all of the charges.
So if he ever got a car, like what did he do with it? Did he just joyride around and then bring it back? Or was he like trying to get somewhere?
We did a story once where a guy wanted to impress his rebel son, so he started stealing cars, but would only move them 2 or 3 blocks, and then like be like, "I did it too, son," and then he got arrested for that. I have no idea. I don't know if he ever got away
So
with
this
one.
is what makes me think that it is the key was in the house and you pressed the button and you were able to start it and then drove it. And the second you got out, you couldn't start it again because you're too far from the key. So he gets another one.
Yeah, I don't know how those work.
I don't know. He's due to appear in court. I will ask you guys this, based off of your knowledge of this, that he needs educational opportunities and counseling, as well as says he sucks at stealing cars. How old do you think Todd Sheldon is? Now, you are a guest. You can go first, Tig, which is second or third.
I mean, I'm gonna guess if meth is involved,
Right.
I'm gonna say
If.
late 20s. I'm gonna guess 22. I think
22.
22 would be the open.
22 looks 42.
Yes.
Okay.
Jay?
Throwing around the sucks word is kind of makes him feel young to me too. I'm going to say 28.
Okay.
That he sucks at
I
this?
think it's Saturn.
I think he's
return.
done it enough. You think he's 28? I think he's done it enough that he can at least with confidence say that he sucks at it. So
Okay.
he's had a career doing this.
Okay.
I think he's 36 years old.
Okay. All right. One
He's
of
ready
you
to have kids.
is exactly right.
Wow. So now we get to play the game of who you think is
Now we
exactly
play.
right.
Who do you think is right?
What'd you
I think
say?
the fact that you
Anthony?
looked right at him when you said that, I think it's him.
He's got no
He's
tells.
no
He's
tells.
got no
I'll
tells.
tell you right now, you can't go off of those. You have to either believe
Jay?
in yourself. I believe it's me. I believe I'm right.
What'd you say? 28?
28.
I think it's me, 36.
36 years old. Townies play along. This will end our first story. 2 more left after that. Because Todd Sheldon is 36 years old.
Yes. Can't
Believe
do
in
that.
yourself.
See, I believed in
I know.
it. He's had a whole career of doing
Look
that
at what he's accomplished at 36.
I love it. And we got an Anthony Jeselnik
know.
prison story. 2 of them. 2 jail stories. All right. More with Anthony on the other side of this break in Stone People Town. Stay with us.
Stick around, make a sound for more Dumb People Town.
All right, Jay, I got a question for you. Can a bar of soap be patriotic?
Damn right
It's
it
a
can.
lot to ask.
Yes, it can.
It's just a bar of soap. After all, it doesn't get out there and a little flag and wave it around.
No.
Can it be? I think it can.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at you, Duke Cannon, are one of our sponsors. Great company. Their signature quality grooming goods for hardworking men, tested by soldiers, not boy bands.
No, it's real dudes. They like them. They keep them clean, smelling good for America.
Yeah, they partner with active duty military to develop new ideas and review products. And then doesn't meet the high standards for these soldiers. Does not happen. You hear that? Beer and bourbon box of big ass bricks of soap. I love
got
this.
this, and I love it. I love it.
4 10-ounce American-made soaps. You're going to smell great. Big ass beer soap made with fresh squeezed.
Deschutes IPA.
So
Woodsy, citrus accent, all the things that you want to
How
smell.
about big
like.
American bourbon soap made with Buffalo Trace, 2 oak barrel scented bricks, and big ass beer soap made with Old Milwaukee Premium American Lager sandalwood. I love a good sandalwood.
Yes.
Yes, Duke Cannon really puts beer and bourbon in the soap because this is America, and we can.
They got solid colognes.
Oh
which
yeah,
are really
$20
cool.
to $25 each. Duke Cannon's solid colognes are the alternative to offensive sprays that leave you smelling like you were attacked by the perfume lady at the mall.
Or like you've been in an Uber for 25 years.
Yeah, concentrated cologne balms that melt in your fingertips for precision.
Organic, natural ingredients.
Yeah.
1.5 ounce tin.
tin, so you can take them and
Lasts
travel
a
with
long
them.
time.
which is
Multiple
great.
applications per day.
Most importantly, Duke Cannon is committed to giving back to the men and women serving our country. This is really great. That's why 5% of the net profits are donated to causes benefiting veterans and active duty military. So when you're using Duke Cannon's big ass brick of soap, don't be surprised if you start just humming the national anthem.
You'll feel very patriotic.
All right, visit dukecannon.com, DUKECANNON.com, and use the promo code DPT for 15% off your entire order. Free shipping with orders of over $35, which you will spend because it's not that difficult to do so. You got to get great stuff. A range of Duke Cannon men's premium good products also available at your local Target. Thank you, Duke Cannon. Problem, whether you're an athlete, weekend warrior, someone, Jay, you play basketball, you tried to slam dunk when your daughter challenged you to do it, and then you landed on your back.
And then I blamed her.
You blamed her. You got joint pain, back pain. You got it all. Muscle soreness,
Oh, my
arthritis.
God.
Finding a natural remedy that instantly works might actually seem non-existent. But
And I will tell you that
most
it does.
over-the-counter pain relievers, such as Icy Hot or Ben Gay. First of all, you smell like Ben Gay.
Yes.
Only focus on basic cooling effects such as menthol, which temporarily takes your mind off the pain.
But then the pain is back in an
hour
hour
or
or
so later, it's there. So here's the solution. If you're looking to get rid of nagging muscle and joint pain immediately while providing long-lasting recovery, then you need to try the natural breakthrough pain relief solution, CryoFreeze. This stuff really works. My daughter's a gymnast, and we use CryoFreeze on her when her muscles are sore and her bones. It's not.
It's CBD developed by Omax Health.
Yep.
Non-prescription,
Triple
triple action
action.
pain relief. It's a roll-on specifically formulated to block pain receptors.
Reduce inflammation, which is also important, and improve muscle and joint flexibility.
Isn't that what you want when you get hurt?
Well, here's the best part. It's 100% natural. CBD-powered remedy works. It's magic within 10 minutes of application. And
Here's the deal. Look, I find myself, we talk about this, as you grow older, you start to go,
can't do that.
I don't know if I can do that because I don't want to deal with the 2 days afterwards. Right. Have the confidence to go in and try physical things if you know you have this on the other side.
It works like magic 10 minutes after the application. The relief lasts up to 8 hours, much longer than over-the-counter products. Super easy. Throw it in your gym bag. Take it on the go. Emergency pain relief. Simply roll over where it hurts and ice out the pain with an Arctic Blast. It actually feels really good.
Totally.
The Cryo Freeze. Omax Health is offering our listeners 20% off a full bottle of Cryo Freeze Pain Relief Roll-On plus free shipping. This discount also applies towards any product, store-wide and site-wide. Site-wide, really. Just go to omaxhealth.com today. Enter the code DPT. Take advantage of this incredible savings. That's omaxhealth.com. Enter the code DPT to get 20% off Cryo Freeze and site-wide.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dumb People Town. We have some exciting shows coming up that we want to let you know about. We're doing live Dumb People Town. We're going to be
First one is Largo, which I know you've been doing regular shows at Largo. Are you doing every month doing Largo?
Every month, and then I do one more next month, and then I take a break while I do the TV show.
March 13th.
Around there.
Okay. Just look for it on the Largo schedule. We go every other month with Dumb People Town. This next one is on 24th with Will Arnett, Paul F. Tompkins, and Colin Hay.
It's going to be really fun. And then in March, we do this show live in Minneapolis at Cedar Cultural Center, St. Louis, Del Mar Hall. The next night, the 20th, Turner Hall in Milwaukee on the 21st. Those are big rooms. Yeah, it's a great room.
We cannot wait.
Those are big rooms, so let's sell them out. We want you there. If you want to see Anthony do shows live, are you hitting the road at all or doing anything?
Not for a while. Comedy Store, check the lineup in Largo once a month.
It's a joy to see you out and see you do stuff, especially breaking new stuff out, which we're a big fan of what you're doing. So go see him when you can. And Dan, anything special?
March 11th, I think, through the 14th, I'm headlining Cap City Comedy Club. So come out, let's hang out. It's also like the first weekend of South by's Film Fest.
It is.
So there's going to be there's some great people that are going to be
Isn't
dropping.
Doug Benson jumping on your shows?
And I think Pete Davidson as well. So
and then ours, and then for us, we're doing. We have to mention Comedy on State, the 12th through the 14th of March. That's a good one.
DanielVanKirk.com, superscholars.com. Anthony?
AnthonyJeselnik.com.
There you go. All right, let's get into a story.
Okay, here we go.
Google it.
I love this story. Story number 2 was sent in by Rachel, I imagine Eden, that's EEDN, at EUPH Cuddler. Youth Cuddler? I don't know. Here we go. Man calls police to report cheeseburger stolen from motel nightstand.
David Hasselhoff?
Maybe. Could be the Hoff.
That's it. Okay, here we go.
Oldest reference.
That's such an old reference. By the way,
at Sklar Brothers.
And by the way,
now he was on the floor and now he's in his recovery.
I'm gonna say this. The cheeseburger is definitely not on a plate. It's just sitting
100% on the nightstand.
Naked on the nightstand.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
Do you think it's still in the wrapper?
No.
Yeah.
It's just food to surface.
Food on a surface that you have not watched, like that is a just
God
to the
knows
public.
what's on there.
That's how you die.
Do you guys clean anything when you go into your hotel room?
I just don't put shit on anything. I clean the remote.
Okay.
I stay in very nice hotel rooms. So
You trust them too?
Usually, once I stayed in, I was in
trust
Austin.
the Kimpton. Kimpton, I will always.
I was in Austin the Four Seasons, and I opened up the mini bar, and it was crawling with ants.
No.
Crawling with ants.
Now, next time you're in Austin,
It's a nice hotel.
Kimpton
I like that.
Van Zant. It's the best hotel in that city.
No, Four Seasons
I still
Austin
like-
is pretty dope.
I
I've
went
been there.
downstairs and I was like, guys, there's ants all over my mini bar, and they didn't offer me anything. They were just like, we'll take care of it. And I go and I leave and I go do whatever I was doing that day, and I come back, and it was clear to me that they had just gotten rid of the ants, but they didn't replace any of the food. Like, it was the same chocolate bar they've been crawling around on. I was just like, this is so
Why are the
disgusting.
peanut M&Ms in the same shape? Like the bag is bent in the same way. Come on.
All right, Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, boy.
A man claimed someone stole his cheeseburger off of a motel nightstand in Benton, Arkansas, according to KATV content partner, the Saline Courier.
So he's blaming the maid,
Yes.
right? This
Or
is
like a manager.
right? A manager.
At a
The
motel.
maid came in and tipped off the manager.
The manager at a motel.
I don't remember everything about this story, but I remember one thing, and I can't wait to get to it with you guys.
It just someone came in and tipped off. Said, "Hey, there's a cheeseburger. If anybody wants it, there's a cheeseburger in 403, just sitting on."
Do you
the
guys
nightstand."
hide anything when you let them clean your room, or are you like me? I don't let them clean my room at all. I make my own bed. I don't need you coming in for 2 days.
That's right. I don't have them come in, but here's the deal. You know you're not in a good hotel when you have to unwrap your cup to like drink water. Like you have to take it out of the wrapping.
I've heard that if there's like a coffee mug in there, they just rinse it out in the sink. They don't like actually wash it. So if I have to unwrap a cup, I trust it more.
You trust
then
the
you
cup.
know it's clean.
But if you don't let them clean your room, they don't get paid for that room. So you're not doing them a favor. They get paid per room. So I try to let them clean it. I try to tip a little bit every time.
I tip every time.
Do you put anything away that you're like, I just don't want this
I don't really have anything that I'm worried about them taking. Although I have once had them take weed.
Really?
Like Brian Posehn and I were on the road and we were smoking pot in like a really old hotel in like Peoria or somewhere. And they knocked on the door and they were like, the whole hotel reeks of weed. Like it was like the doors weren't sealed. We had the window open, but it didn't matter. And we went to go see a movie and we came back and the weed was gone. And it was clear that they had taken it
and smoked it.
But I once called a landlord because we couldn't find the bong in our house, and someone convinced me that someone can steal weed paraphernalia because you can't report it.
Right.
You know?
What are you gonna do?
So I'm like, our fucking landlord took this. So I call him. And I'm like, you took our bong. And he's like, who is this? And what are you talking about? And I'm like, you know who it is?
You know who this is.
You're high right now.
My roommate had lent it to someone and forgot to tell me. That it was the most humiliating shit.
You're
of
so
my life.
accusatory.
Yeah,
you
know who it
You
is.
came
I
in
was
so hot.
confident.
You're
I
like,
was so
I got
confident.
you.
You know, you're
got
like, I am Anthony Jeselnik.
Yeah.
And for you do not know who I am.
I'm above the law. I know I can't call the police, but I'll come to your house.
I make
am a
my own
famous
rules.
comedian.
I make my
Okay.
own rules.
Where was I? In attempt to solve the alleged Hamburglary,
Oh, boy.
Keegan Byers filed a report with the
Keegan
police.
Michael Byers.
Keegan Michael Byers. According to the report, Byers informed the officer that he had purchased 2 cheeseburgers from a nearby gas station. Already, I'm out.
Jesus.
If he told me that, I'd be like, listen, Keegan, whatever happens
wait.
to you in life,
You've made a lot of bad choices.
Okay, but wait a minute. Where is this taking place? In Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Now, in Texas, people will say that like some of the best barbecue you get is at a gas
Oh, there's a
station.
place in New Orleans that has the best fried chicken, and it's a gas station.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it's we're not talking about the same thing.
No,
I know
This
we're
is
not.
like there's like a
Arkansas.
7-Eleven behind the counter, like on a rotating thing.
That's
Right.
right.
Or
in a
pulled
wrapper.
out of a package
wrapper.
in a wrapper.
Just like
Yeah.
your cup.
Wait, but so unlike Dan,
Yeah.
unlike the maid at Dan's hotel, this man has made his bed.
Yes.
And now you have to lay in it.
Yes.
If you buy burgers at a gas station,
Right.
Expect to get them stolen.
you deserve everything.
Whatever happens. So
Maybe they're doing you a favor.
They are.
You don't want to
if
eat
you're
that.
walking through a Taco Bell drive-thru, whatever happens next in your life, you have to accept.
But those burgers also don't get better the longer you have them. Like I understand getting one burger and eating it like
Sure.
on your way out of the gas station, but getting a second one to save for later.
Right. A nightstand burger?
Yeah. And the maid, of course, is gonna be like, he didn't want to eat this.
Right.
I'm gonna
He
take
made-
it.
He
He ate
realized.
one and was like, "This is
Sobered
disgusting.
up.
I'm gonna throw this away."
Yes.
She did him a favor.
According to the report,
But maybe he left it there. He's like, I'm gonna put this right here.
gonna be
If
my
I
morning
wake up in
burger.
the middle of the night and I want something, I just reach.
He wasn't asleep and woke up and it was gone. He came back to his room.
Got
it was
it.
gone.
Yeah,
And it was gone.
But
I'm
still,
no, I
assuming.
think he was asleep. According to the report, Byers informed the officer that he purchased 2 cheeseburgers from a nearby gas station. And you know that's less than $2.
It's a long night.
He reportedly ate one of the burgers and then placed the other one on a nightstand at the Trout Motel. Good for Mike Trout. When Byers woke up hours later, he said the cheeseburger was gone.
He ate it and
The report
forgot that he
stated.
ate it. He's night eating, and it's like you're sleep eating.
he's Birbiglia of Arkansas.
Or the roaches came and got it. And we're like, good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They can carry 27 times their weight.
Good luck getting handcuffs on us.
Ready for the next sentence?
Yes.
There was another person sleeping in the room at the time.
Okay.
When I read this, I just started laughing.
He's got
That they buried the lead.
crumbs on the side of his mouth. I don't know anything.
Right. That
you
individ-
better. The other guy with a mouthful of food is
I'm
like,
gonna
you
read
better
it.
call the cops.
Yeah, I think I'd be like, get the police involved.
call him. Get him down here because
Go
I'm
ahead,
as upset
man.
as you are.
Why don't you file a report?
I feel.
They probably took something of mine.
What'd you say?
That's
I
amazing.
can't understand.
file a
It sounds like your mouth is full.
Nope,
man.
I'm good.
I'm missing a Lunchable that I got at that gas station. Right, I'm gonna read it to you. There was another person sleeping in the room at the time. That individual spoke to police but claimed they did not touch the cheeseburger.
Of course they did. That's like,
Can I talk to you over here for a second?
only through the blank.
Officer, I know how this looks.
I know. It's going to look terrible.
Tell me how does it look?
It's going to look terrible.
For who?
For all of us. But
Well, for
I'm
whoever
telling
stole
you,
from the two of us.
I'm telling you,
I'm
and
mad about
you
this.
have to
Give me a
trust
minute.
me.
I need to take a shower.
You have to trust me that I didn't eat it.
Yeah.
I need you to trust me right now. That's my friend over there.
I love when people get in trouble situations and they just they go so hard on logic that only they understand. You have to trust me.
Just like,
They don't have to trust you.
Yeah.
I like where you went with it. That it was like he woke up and he was like, "Oh shit!" The other guy, "What, man? My burger's gone." No. Call the cops.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna.
Get
You
it.
should.
Take this to 11 right now. I'm
Yeah.
surprised he wasn't like, get the FBI involved.
That's right.
Let's cut out the middleman.
This could be a federal case.
The officer noted in the report that Keegan Byers was, quote, extremely intoxicated at the time of the incident. So he also might have eaten it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that he did.
That's story number 2.
Jeez. So it's an unsolved story? We don't know?
We don't
By the
know.
way,
But
If
we
you have a
also
tip
know.
to this.
you as the cops can also say, we're not sending manpower out to
They
this.
did.
Right? You know what I mean? Like you can say
They
like,
did because they're like, we have a Facebook page to fill.
yes.
We got to write some fucking posts.
Let's go. This might be some
I feel
content.
like if you're a cop in that situation, you've gone to cop school, you know, you're driving around, it must be late at night.
Nothing's going on.
You are allowed to empty your revolver in the room.
Yes.
Like you are allowed to just start blasting away until
Look, man,
Tell one of them
Until
that.
it's
I'm going to
over.
start shooting one of you guys.
Okay.
So who ate the burger?
yeah. That
And you
is
just cock it.
yeah.
That may-
That's I feel bad for cops.
If you guys had to put your money down though, now to keep in mind, Keegan Byers is very drunk.
He's wasted.
Is your money on the fact that Keegan is so drunk he doesn't realize he ate it, or the other guy in the room definitely ate it?
What do you think, Jay?
I think the other guy in the room definitely ate it.
Anthony?
I'm gonna say because it was next to his nightstand, and it's like you've got to really sneak to go around and eat that burger, and a gas station burger is not that appetizing.
Right.
I think if you eat one, you might just still keep eating and don't realize you ate the second one. I've done that where I've been drunk and I have 2 things, and it's like,
100%.
oh, I ate both of them.
I thought I
okay.
got 3 tacos.
I would if I had to put money on it. And I think it's a coin flip. If I had to put money, I'd say the guy ate both of them.
I think he ate both of
That's
them.
what I think too.
He's so drunk, he has no, like there are
No
moments,
idea.
when we were in high school, we'd get drunk and order 10 Taco Bell tacos and just,
Don't you also feel if you're the cop, you could talk to the other guy and in 30 seconds be able to tell whether or not he ate that burger?
You can smell it on his breath.
Yeah.
Gas
For sure.
station burgers have an odor.
Very
Yes, they do.
strong.
Yeah.
All right, that's story 2.
There you go, story 2. Don West, can you give us a little teaser of what we're going to hear in the last segment?
A woman waits too long to deal with something.
Okay. All right, good. Very good.
This sounds medical.
Yeah,
It is.
It could be. Anthony Jeselnik is with us, so we'll be back with more Dumb People Town right after this.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
All right, this winter, let's start a new routine to upgrade your everyday life with the monthly box of awesome from Bespoke Posts. I love these guys. Bespoke Posts sends guys only the best stuff every month. So whether you're looking to commemorate an occasion with a champagne saber, have you ever done a champagne saber?
Oh, the
I
best.
did it at my friend's party. It's the greatest thing.
Greatest
in front of
thing
lots of
ever.
people. Awesome, amazing, perfectly aged winter cocktails. Box of Awesome has you covered from style and grooming goods to barware, cooking tools, outdoor gear if you're camping and stuff.
This is the kind of stuff they have on their site. All the things that you wish you had, but you don't think to get for yourself.
To get started, take a quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or cancel at any time. Each box costs like $45, but it has over $70 worth of gear inside.
This thing is awesome, you guys.
Get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com. Enter the promo code DPT at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com. Code DPT for 20% off
Your first box.
Your first box is pretty amazing. Check it out. Boxofawesome.com, promo code GPT. DPT. I said GPT? DPT.
Put some awesome in your life.
Agreed.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Final segment. Dan, take us home, brother.
Here we go. All right. Headline again. All these are good for reading the headline first. Well, I'll say it's sent in first by Maria Pendolino at Maria Pendo. All right, here we go. Woman's Crohn's disease turns out to be Heinz packet stuck in intestine. How hungry were you?
And how bad is that doctor that they're like, oh, that's Crohn's disease?
You ate the packet.
What is Crohn's disease?
Crohn's
I've
disease
heard of
is
it, but I
where
don't know.
you have to go to the bathroom a bunch. I
That's
believe.
what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
It's obviously some sort of intestinal.
I think it's a.
You looking it up, Jay?
It's a bad stomach. Is really what it is.
It's not constipation. It's the opposite. It's
the
like you're
opposite.
Always.
Yeah,
Can't handle it.
So you would think the ketchup packet would block that up. No, it's like.
Or it was like the edges of it are like rupturing your stomach lining,
Guys,
and causing you to just.
Who's
have
eating
diarrhea.
that fast though?
It's a chronic inflammatory bowel disease that affects the lining of the digestive tract.
See, that's what I said.
Okay.
So the packet, the corner, the serrated edges of a ketchup packet or whatever, a Heinz packet, that's what's doing it. Yeah, you're just literally taking a huge thing of fries, including the packet, and just jamming it all in.
I would guess she did it as like a goof. Like, watch me eat this packet. Or I had friends in high school put as many ketchup packets in their mouth as they could and then like hit their cheeks and like it would just explode. You know what I mean? Like put down as many packets in your mouth and then bite down.
Yeah,
and just like
explode.
their eyes get big and ketchup flies out of their mouth.
If you then
maybe
took
swallow one.
Yeah, you take a breath in and it goes down. I remember one time I was eating, I like bit off the corner of like a Fritos packet and sucked air in and the corner went down.
Ooh.
So that just in a one weird moment of like,
Sure.
this is what happened. I just bit it off and then like sucked it down and then I had a corner of a thing. I'm like, I'm going to die with this thing in my throat. And then ultimately it
Yeah, but it wasn't a whole
wasn't a whole
my thing.
packet of
If she did it as a
ketchup.
dare, I respect
That
her
is
more
this
than her
long.
not having the spatial eating awareness to realize she's chewing on a packet.
Yeah, because if you're eating French fries, you don't just like swallow French fries.
No.
You know what I mean? You chew them up. You
Right.
would know.
You would
And
know.
a full packet, it wasn't like a
full packet is this big at
Yeah,
least.
like the packet hadn't ruptured. That I'm thinking it's some sort of dare, or she was putting them in her mouth and accidentally swallowed one.
If somebody says to you,
above the rim with the razor blade.
if somebody says to
two
you,
packet.
if someone says to you,
That's Sklar Brothers.
stop. If someone says to you, hey, go swallow that packet, at some point you got to just be like, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
Or
If
how
you're
much?
literally asking me to do this right now and you want to see it done, we can't be friends.
Right.
What if it's like a Maria full of grace situation where they're trying to get her to smuggle drugs and like
In
practice
the pack.
swallowing
Warm up.
these packets,
Prove you got it.
and
Open
then
it
you
up
can-
a little bit.
and then we can put cocaine in the packets, and
Right.
you're getting across
There you
the
go.
border.
So she didn't make it past the first interview.
Right.
Yeah.
And then never dealt with it.
I want to know if it's is it Heinz? You know what I mean? Because Heinz is a little more
is
respectable.
Heinz.
Okay, it's a Heinz ketchup
Yep,
packet. Because
yep.
if it's Hunt's, you're like,
Who are
that
you?
you're white trash.
Animal.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I mean,
animal.
Trader Joe's organic. Get over yourself.
God.
Yeah.
If it's cat sup,
There you go.
get out of
That
here.
was Aldi's
You're an
brand.
animal.
Heinz is classy.
A 41-year-old British woman who had been diagnosed with Crohn's disease and dealt with severe bowel issues
Of course.
found out the root of her pain was a Heinz ketchup packet stuck in her gut.
Who is worse, the person who finds out that they had this stuck in their gut or the person who doesn't know that they're pregnant?
Pregnant.
Because you know that's a whole series.
I thought you were going to say the person who did this or the person who's like, it's Crohn's disease. Like you went to a doctor who was just like, Crohn's.
Crohn's.
You're exhibiting.
He's not even looking up from the chart. Yeah.
Okay,
it's
fine.
Crohn's.
But what if the doctor said, we haven't taken an x-ray yet, but you're exhibiting all the signs of having swallowed a ketchup packet?
That's amazing.
There's
If-
no
if
way.
It's that.
That's Doc
People would be like,
Hollywood.
that doctor is ridiculous.
That's the plot to Doc
That's
Hollywood.
House. That's House is like, I know what it is. And
Okay.
Like, doctor, this never happened before. Like, trust me.
Trust me. I know. It's a packet.
But the a
love
packet inside of you and not knowing that you're pregnant is the same. It's basically the same.
yeah, it's
thing.
like, I don't know what happened.
Something came inside of you,
me
you
and I have no
didn't
idea what it
realize.
is.
But ketchup packets don't make you like gain weight. I can understand if you are on the heavier side, not knowing you're pregnant, or maybe you block it out in your mind because you don't want to be pregnant so badly. No one's thinking like, fucking ketchup packet. Right. Like, this is going to come back to haunt me.
No.
I hope it's Crohn's disease.
It better be Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
No, it's the
So
first time
this-
anyone ever said it
So do
better
you think
be
this
Crohn's
person knows that they swallowed the ketchup packet and it never came out, and so they're kind of feeling glad that they have Crohn's disease? They're like, oh, okay, that probably.
And
just
are you
dissolved.
happy if you do find out that it is the packet and not Crohn's disease?
I think you're always happy. Maybe, honestly, you could be embarrassed and shamed because your family's been going through this. You're going to doctors, and you're like, it's because I ate a ketchup packet.
Right.
Not like a real disease. That I can see the guilt being overwhelming. I
then-
assume she was on her way to prom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like probably passed the ketchup packet in the bathroom and just
Yeah.
threw it in the garbage without telling anyone. and then went out and danced.
Right.
Yeah, went out and danced.
Yeah,
It's
we're
just
not
like-
dancing anyways.
So
I
one of
don't
the
wanna-
chaperones found the ketchup packet.
I don't want to take care of this thing. I don't want to take care of this ketchup thing for the rest of my life. I got a life ahead of me. That's
right.
It happens, man, all the time.
She was diagnosed with Crohn's disease after complaining of acute abdominal pain and bloating lasting up to or more than 3 days. So
Jeez.
the standard treatment.
Wait. She thought she had Crohn's disease for 3 days.
Well, I'm saying I think that's one of their criteria. Have you had
Bloating.
abdominal pain and bloating for up to 3 days or more? And
they diagnosed Crohn's
That's how they
disease.
got to Crohn's
Wow.
So she
disease.
ate the ketchup packet, and then within 3 days had symptoms, and then they figured it out later on. So this was a week of her life. This isn't like years of.
Well,
This isn't a crayon up
But
the
she
nose.
feels like the type of person that would then tell everyone she had Crohn's disease
For years.
So now she has to go back and
I'm
explain.
going to ask you guys, how long do you think? I know the answer. How long do you think the Heinz ketchup packet was in her stomach before they figured it out and removed it?
Okay, Anthony.
I think if it's in the stomach, it's going to pass through pretty quickly. You think?
No, they had to go get it.
If you chew a piece of gum and that's in your body for what, like 11 years, they say, or something like that, 7 years. I'm going to guess.
But this is a thing inside you that hurts. You're having bloating. How long are you going through that life thinking you have Crohn's disease before somebody's like, we figured it
what state is this?
This is in British. British.
In England.
In
This
British.
is in British.
Yeah.
Okay.
British.
Okay.
I read it and said it. Two
In
different
British.
I'm gonna say 2 years. I'm gonna go
2 years.
I'm gonna
Jay?
average.
6 months.
things. Okay.
She doesn't
I'm
bring
gonna
it to
go
term.
crazy here and say 7 years.
Okay.
Like gum.
What's
I
yours?
wish I had gone longer. Why do I keep going
7 to-
first?
Yeah, you can do whatever. You don't have to go
7
first.
to 6
I'm
months.
gonna stay with 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna dance with the girl who brought me here with the ketchup in her mouth.
to this
Okay.
prom.
41-year-old woman in British
In British.
Stop.
had a Heinz ketchup packet stuck in her gut for 6 years.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's a lot of Crohn's disease you do not have.
So now she's got to go back and tell everyone I don't have Crohn's disease. I was just an idiot.
The standard
who did
treatment-
something and they didn't
Well,
realize.
the standard
that's
treatment
what
was no help to her, so doctors had to operate. During surgery, they discovered an inflamed mass piercing the woman's small intestine.
Jeez.
That turned out to be 2 pieces of packaging bearing the Heinz logo, so that also means she didn't swallow it whole.
She's broken in half.
Yeah.
Or she could have swallowed it whole and then,
And then
the
body
ruptured
broke
it.
it.
Ripped it up.
Yeah.
That's true.
Stomach acids ruptured it.
After the packet was removed, the woman's pain went away immediately.
Jesus.
Is this the type of thing you put on your social media? I'm the woman
Guys,
who did this.
hey guys, yeah,
I'm the Heinz
I
lady.
guarantee her friends and family never let her forget this.
No.
ever.
Would you?
Like
That was your
got some
friend?
Ketchup with that? Like you wouldn't be able to.
If
resist
that was your
ever.
friend, you
even
wanna
if they like ran out of the room covered in blood, you'd be like, there
Come on.
goes Debbie with the ketchup again.
She's doing a bit.
Yeah.
She's doing a bit.
The woman says she has no memory of eating a meal involving ketchup 6 years ago.
Please, please, no memory of eating a meal involving
That's
ketchup.
too much denial.
Neither do I, but I know I've done it.
We all have done it.
Right.
Yes.
Look, man, that guy couldn't remember he ate a cheeseburger on his nightstand. Okay, but he did it.
Yeah.
We've all done it.
So she's claiming that she is a ketchup-free person in life. So that was the affront.
So
How dare
maybe-
you suggest that I would eat
So
ketchup?
maybe
with
the
something?
Lord put that ketchup packet inside of her.
Immaculate ketchup.
Go for it.
Conception.
I can't
That's
even
Clark.
guess.
He does work in mysterious ways.
He does.
Did you say she does?
Yeah. That's the story. That's
you
our
go.
3.
There you go.
All right.
That's
there
a
it
show.
is.
guys.
That's a show, Anthony. Quick,
That's-
painless, right?
That's what I drove to Burbank for.
Yeah. Jesus.
And it felt worth it.
Was that worth it? All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment for you. All right.
Dude, we got to plug all those random sets for you coming up at the Comedy
Yeah,
Store and
things
your
that-
TV show.
The things that sell it anyway.
Yeah.
TV show coming. When is the TV show coming back?
We start filming in April. I assume it'll be out in the fall. I mean, Comedy Center, there's like a merger, so now who the fuck knows what's happening? Everyone's getting fired left and right.
Yes.
Great.
It's always CISO.
I don't know. I'm more a Quibi guy.
Yeah,
fair
okay,
enough,
good.
fair enough.
10-minute
For Quibi
bite size. All
coming
right,
out.
gotcha.
But yeah, I'm. This is a favor to all of you. And I'm not just talking to you guys. I mean the listeners as well.
Sure.
I enjoy doing podcasts. I do not enjoy driving to them. But thank you for having it in like an office as opposed to making me come to your house.
Yeah, no,
because I
anytime.
hate that.
You don't want us to do a load of laundry while we're.
Yeah. It's like come to my house in the middle of the afternoon, and I'm filming this.
Yes.
Without telling you.
Okay.
I don't like that either.
All right, well, dude, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So glad to have you.
like that.
Great attitude.
Good attitude, and oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Scarpins Audio, a podcast network.